What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and this is a big week. We have the Black Ops Cold War multiplayer reveal in just under 2 days now, and in today's video we have quite a bit to break down, from the nuclear launch codes the content creators received, some information about the PlayStation 5's release date that was just updated a couple of days ago, as well as some new information about zombies as well. But before we jump into that, I just want to really thank you guys for all the support in yesterday's stream, where we ended up unlocking the Platinum Trophy in Call of Duty World at War, and we have now completed our goal, which was to unlock the Platinum Trophy in all Treyarch games before the release of Cold War in just about 2 months. I will of course be going for the Platinum Trophy in Cold War as well, but also be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, because about 70% of you that watch my videos aren't subscribed, so make sure you guys are getting notifications every time I update you on Black Ops Cold War. But first and foremost, as of today, content creators were finally able to share that yes, they have played Black Ops Cold War early and will be sharing their impressions after the reveal this Wednesday. So I really wonder if content creators would have said anything today, or if Activision would have made them if gameplay hadn't had leaked, what was it, last week at some point from Doug is Raw. I wonder if they just would have kept it a secret until Wednesday or something. But now that we know that a lot of content creators already played the alpha, I think it was time to announce that yes, they had some exclusive access to the game. Now, along with that announcement, they also revealed that they received a nice little merch package from Activision as well, and in that merch package was the nuclear launch code that I just actually covered in a previous video last week. So unfortunately, while Chaos X Silencer was streaming last week, he ended up accidentally revealing that he received a nuclear launch code from Activision. Once he found out he wasn't supposed to talk about that yet, he quickly deleted the stream and took down the Twitter video in which he had also announced that merch package. So for whatever reason, Activision wanted him to wait until today before sharing that information. People have actually found the nuclear launch code from a couple of different pictures people had posted, and as of now, no one has any use for the nuclear launch code. It doesn't activate anything in Warzone just yet, and it also doesn't seem to be connected to the Bunker 10 nuke either, so I guess I'll have to wait in time to see what exactly that is for. But if I had to guess, maybe the nuke live event in Warzone is going to be happening at some point after the multiplayer reveal, and then the third and final live event may be that Zombies Royale mode that we recently talked about in a previous video. So still quite a bit to look forward to in regards to Black Ops Cold War within Warzone. Now, we also received some new multiplayer teasers. I think one was on Friday and one was earlier today, and they kind of give away where some of the multiplayer maps will be located. One of them is for Miami, and another one that we saw earlier is for a different map as well, as you could see on screen. Since the reveal for Black Ops Cold War was so late, we're essentially going to be getting new marketing almost every week until release, which to me is fine, because as crazy as it could be to cover content here on YouTube, I still think it's great that we're staying busy, have something new to talk about almost every single day. I'm really loving it. So Black Ops Cold War is a huge success. I wouldn't mind if they end up waiting to reveal Modern Warfare 2 like next July or August or something. That really wouldn't bother me, but I guess it's because I wasn't a huge fan of Modern Warfare that it felt like forever until we finally got a reveal for Treyarch's Call of Duty 2020. Now, here's something really interesting that was pointed out to me by quite a few people. So as you guys might remember, PlayStation uploaded a Black Ops Cold War Digital Editions breakdown video not too long ago, and at the very end of that little teaser trailer, it did say PS5 coming holiday 2020 for US and Canada, and then PS5 coming late 2020 for the rest of the world. So that wording made it seem like the PlayStation 5 is going to be releasing early in just the US and Canada, while it'll be a little bit later in 2020 for the rest of the world. So what I got from that is, okay, maybe November, Thanksgiving-ish for the US and Canada, and then at some point before Christmas for the rest of the world. But then what's really strange about this, I've never seen this happen before in the history of Call of Duty, PlayStation took that video down from their channel, re-uploaded it, and then the wording at the very end of this trailer was now reworded a little bit. So now it says on PS4 November 13th, we all know that, and then it says PS5 coming holiday 2020. So either somebody made a huge mistake with the wording, or they weren't ready to reveal that the PlayStation 5 is going to be delayed for other countries outside of the US and Canada. Something's going on there, and you know, when I first read the rewording of this, I'm like, okay, maybe what they meant is that, you know, holiday 2020 for the US and Canada is not technically the holiday for other countries, right? It's just a month, and they kind of wanted to distinguish the difference between, you know, holiday for US and Canada and then the rest of the world that same month, but it's not a holiday for them. Maybe that's what it was, but the wording still screams to me that there is a separate release date for certain countries. countries. Now, with the rewording, maybe now they're like, all right, you know, it was worded badly. Let's just make it clear that it's coming out at the same time for everyone, holiday 2020. Maybe that's what's going on here. But I think sometime after the multiplayer reveal, we'll finally figure out what the release date is for Black Ops Cold War on the PlayStation 5. We still don't have a price for the PS5, nor do we have a release date of the damn console. So I think we're very close to something. And there were rumors that there were going to be a PlayStation 5 event at some point on September the 9th, but that's not really a good day because we have the Black Ops Cold War multiplayer reveal, so maybe that was wrong, whoever said that, and we'll end up getting another event to announce that information in the next few weeks or so. But now when it comes to some interesting information about zombies, so Black Ops Cold War recently got rated by the ESRB, and with that, some new information about zombies was revealed. So like with all previous Call of Duties, the game is of course going to be rated M for mature, 17 and up, but they released a couple of descriptions that we haven't heard before. So the one description mentions that the game features realistic gunfire, blood splatter effects, and cries of pain. It also states that there are moments where players have the ability to stab or pistol whip enemies close up or use them as human shields. So that reminds me of the executions you could do within Modern Warfare. We'll definitely be seeing the return of those. I also reported not too long ago that a Hellhound was data mined as of recently. So we're going to be using a Hellhound in an execution in the future with Black Ops Cold War, similar to how in Modern Warfare we have dogs, crows, hyenas, all types of crazy animals that are allowing us to kill other enemies with them. Now, I also said the game also features a mission where players infiltrate a drug cartel, and that mission showcases drug packages and piles of white powder shown in a warehouse. And then lastly, it also states that there is a zombies mode that depicts decapitation and dismemberment, with players using bladed weapons and guns to kill hordes of undead soldiers and creatures. So that's definitely interesting because, as you guys might remember, World War II zombies had a very gruesome and brutal aesthetic to it, and it seems like we might be going back to that theme a little bit with Black Ops Cold War zombies. And to me that's fine because the horror element of zombies hasn't been something that Treyarch has established too much over the last couple of years, right? That's kind of how World at War Zombies was, and we kind of lost that a little bit with Black Ops 1, kind of revisited that in Black Ops 2, but overall in some previous Treyarch titles, we haven't seen some real gruesome zombies like that. But I really appreciate Sledgehammer's attempt to kind of recreate that atmosphere with Nazi zombies, despite the mode not being received too well a couple of years ago. But as you guys know, Sledgehammer is helping out with Black Ops Cold War, even if it is in a minor way. We know the game is being co-developed by Treyarch and Raven, no one else, but there are of course support studios that will lend a helping hand, so maybe they implemented something that could resemble the zombies we saw back in 2017. Now also an update on prestiging. As you guys may have seen, Charlie Intel ran a poll in which 139,000 people voted in, and about 88% said that they wanted prestiging to return, while 12% said they were okay with seasonal ranking. Now, I can guarantee you either Activision or Treyarch had Charlie Intel do the poll for them just to see how people were feeling about this, and they'll be looking at the results very closely. But verified insider Tom Henderson also made it clear that as of July, he heard that the ranking system is similar to Modern Warfare, and the reason for Treyarch's decision is because they ultimately felt like it made a lot more sense in connection with Warzone, and that's fair enough. But he also said that the same source told him that Treyarch is aware of the community's feelings towards prestiging, so changes might be made. And I can guarantee you, one of two things will happen. Either one, prestiging will fully return and not the seasonal ranking system, or two, they'll somehow merge the two systems to where you have your classic prestiges, but there will also be a seasonal ranking system every time a new season is added, to where your prestige won't be affected by the exclusive ranking system that is added with each season. And you know, with each season you'll have exclusive rewards for getting to the max rank. And again, if they can find a way to balance both of those systems and give you worthwhile rewards for doing all of that, I have no issue with, you know, that new type of system for prestiging. But if they don't bring back prestiging at all, a lot of people are going to be upset. But I can almost guarantee you Treyarch won't let us down with the release of Cold War. Also an update on Pawn Takes Pawn. This is very interesting because I finally received my actual achievement in the mail for Zork, and there's of course a code on it which you can input on the Pawn Takes Pawn website. When you input the code, it unlocks an achievement in the Zork game. That is just about it. I still think it was great that they mailed us something. It was really interactive and something different because despite all of the marketing going on right now with multiplayer multiplayer and, you know, some campaign details. It's still cool that there is like some side marketing going on in the background with the Pawn Takes Pawn website. We use the website to watch the VHS tapes, but now we're getting a new use for the site. And the sort game is cool and all, but there essentially isn't a real purpose in doing all the achievements by playing. It's something to do for fun, sure enough, but what is really cool is that just the other day, thanks to Geeky Pastimes and some other legendary Easter egg hunters, they actually cracked the code even more and found some more achievements for the Zork game. But while doing that, they ended up coming across pawntakespawn.com/invisible truths, and they ended up using some of the ciphers that they solved within the Zork game to then go ahead and unlock an actual reward in-game for Warzone. So on screen, as you can see, if you input these specific words on this redeem site, it'll go ahead and ask you to then link your Call of Duty account via PlayStation, Xbox, or Battle.net, and once you do all that, you'll receive a really exclusive Black Ops Cold War truck within Warzone. I didn't feel like this was worth its own separate video, but I think it's pretty cool that they ended up doing something like this, and everybody was like, oh, all that work for a truck, and it's like, hold on a second, Geeky Pastimes and the Easter egg hunters that were helping him are the ones that did all this crazy hard work. They fully understood what they were doing, they were familiar with the Zork game, so they did all the work to actually get these weird looking words to then put on this site, while everybody else is just sitting back, you know, going on the redeem page and just putting in those words. So don't hate on the fact that it's just a truck. I think it's great that they're adding something, and in my opinion, I think more will be added in the future to this Pawn Takes Pawn site, to where we can unlock other things, like maybe other vehicle skins, calling cards, emblems, maybe even a blueprint or a camo at some point. That would be fantastic. But I think this is great, and it's a start to something different this year. You know, other ways and other means in which we can unlock some bonus cosmetics within Black Ops Cold War. And as a reminder too, I can't even get you guys footage of this Black Ops Cold War truck because all vehicles have been removed from Warzone. They'll probably be added back, you know, very soon in the next day or something. But there was a really weird glitch with the last updates where I think if you drove to a certain part of the map, it would essentially throw everybody out of bounds and kick everybody out of the lobby. A very strange glitch that, of course, only Infinity Ward could somehow manage to put into Warzone. It's absolutely hilarious, but because of that glitch and because of, I guess, a lack of staff working on the game right now, they had to actually remove all vehicles from Warzone until that issue could be resolved. So I'm sure it'll be resolved extremely soon, but as of now, you can't find any vehicles across the entire map of Verdansk. But we're also patiently waiting for an announcement on a collector's edition of Black Ops Cold War, and if it has anything to do with zombies, I'm sure they'll end up waiting until the zombies reveal before announcing it, similar to the editions we got of Black Ops 3 and 4, which were zombies related. But due to COVID, there is always a possibility they just don't do a collector's edition this time around. But it's been a tradition since World at War, so 12 plus years of collector's editions. I hope they don't break that tradition this year. I'm sure they won't, but we're also waiting for an announcement on a PlayStation 5 bundle that comes with Black Ops Cold War, which several insiders have said is happening. So I'm curious what the PS5 itself will actually look like in that bundle. Will it be blacked out? Will it have the Treyarch logo on it? Only time will tell, but that is about it. This has been DK Dynamite. Leave all your thoughts down below in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about the marketing for Black Ops Cold War thus far, and what else do you expect to get revealed this week aside from multiplayer. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everyone.